Hello everyone, this is Jeannie Ellis, also known as Scrapbooking Mama, and today I want to share with you another project for Crafters Castle. This month, Crafters Castle is being sponsored by my besties. She has this awesome new paper pack called Apple Blossom Delight, and it is just the cutest thing, and it will also be the prize package for this month's winner. Now, isn't this just an adorable little image right here? She is so cute. And then you have this paper here, and I'll put a number in them. I didn't print all of them. I did print most of the packet, but here's another one. It's a beautiful lime green color, and I'm not sure if I can get a better, let me adjust that. Okay, there we go. Um, it's just a beautiful, beautiful paper. And here's another one with stripes on it. It's got a little border to it. And I printed these two off heavy cardstock because I'm going to use that for my project. And then this here is another one. And this is plain cardstock. And so is this one. Now these are the ones that I'm going to be using. I'll try to put an image of all the colors in the video too, so you'll see what all comes with it. But these are just so amazing. So I am going to cut out some pieces, not all of them yet, but I'm going to cut out some pieces. Oh, by the way, there's also an image that I will be using to make a card to go with what I'm making. And I printed off a sheet so I can cut this out, and that's going to be the basic, or the basics, the foundation of my card. So I'll show that to you shortly. So I will be back in just a minute to show the cut images. Now what I'm going to do is what I did do, let me put it that way, is that I cut out a 6x8 sheet of paper, and then I cut out a 6 1/4 by 3 1/4. Now I got this tutorial from somewhere else, and all the difference I did on that one was that I adjusted the lid size just a little bit to make it larger. Now, so the first thing you want to do after you do your cut of your papers is that you want to score on the short side 1 inch, and then 5 inch, and make sure your paper's up there at the top, because if you don't, it's going to mess you up. I've done that. Can I speak from experience? Okay, and then you want to score at 3 1/2, and then a 4 1/2 line. So that's all you do on the scoring on that. Now the lid, it's a matter of just doing 1 inch on all sides, okay? Even though I adjusted this, I still keep the margin at 1 inch. So to keep my mind straight, I'm going to do this on the long side first and do the inch, and then I'm going to flip it, or I could turn it either way, and I'm going to do 1 inch, and then I'm going to do 1 inch at the one, and then I'm going to do 1 inch this way. And the only reason I'm doing it that way is because I have a quarter line instead of a 6 and even. I got 6 1/4, so I want to keep my mind straight. That's just me. That's my preference. Now, all you gotta do next, I keep saying that, don't I? All you have to do, and the reason I'm not using this to score my little board is because I have a tendency to cut through paper sometimes with this because it seems a little sharp. So that's why I love this tool here. So I'm going to go ahead and make my folds all the way around, crease every fold, and I hope I got my paper the direction I want it. I want my flowers here to be on the front. So let's see. Yeah, that'll work. Either way. I could do it this way too. Okay. And then fold this one too before we do anything to the other one. I don't know why I always get out of camera and I try not to because I get into the job. And then you can see I've used it. I can't get that thing off. I probably could with alcohol, I guess. Okay, now get your pair of scissors. And I'm going to try to cut on the printed side. And, you know, it's kind of hard for me to see, but let's see if I can get that to adjust again. Sometimes I like the auto adjust, sometimes not so much. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out, but I'll show you the first one. Is that what you're going to do is cut out, maybe I can go ahead and do it and it'll stay focused. You want to cut out to the score lines. Oops, got paper from last time. Now you could trim those in a little bit if you want to. That way when you fold it up, I don't want this way. When you fold it up, it'll lay easier. That's my southern accent coming out. But you don't have to because as you can see it folds pretty good. So now we're going to take that and go to this one and do the same thing. This one you do the corner. Now this one I may have gone off a little bit on that one. I'm doing on the white side and I shouldn't be doing that because you can't. Oh yeah, I guess you can. It looks like it may be focusing better than the other one. But you're just going up to the inch mark. You're not going all the way over where you folded because otherwise why fold it, right? Now I can't see that one very well. Okay. Now you could angle these also, but I really don't see why you would have to, but let's see. For my mind's sake and your mind's sake, let's see. It folds just fine in there, so I'm going to leave it. Now, liquid glue probably would be the best thing, and I may use liquid glue on part of it. Not necessarily on this part here. But liquid glue might be the best way to go because, you know, even though it lasts longer and everything, but if I make a mistake, I won't be able to take it off as easily as if I do tape runner. Because I have been known to do that. And you can distress it. I'm going to use the Distress Oxide Walnut Stain if I do decide to distress it. Okay, now I want this to be my front. And you can see it really doesn't matter which direction because the flowers do go different directions anyway. So, before I do that, I'm going to take this over so I can get my window put in it. So, I'll be right back. Okay, now I have my window, and all I did was take a template, and I ran it through the machine. I centered it both this way, but I did go down lower, and, you know, just because I wanted to, if you can use a frame, a border, put a border around if you want to, and then you'd have to go up higher. But I don't think I'll be doing that on this one. I don't think. And then I cut out this acetate, which is still covered. I cut it out with the next size up. So that way it'll have a place to glue down on the back. So the next thing I'm going to do, with that being said, is that I'm going to take this acetate and try to remove the blue covering on both sides because I always have a hard time doing that. And I shall return. Okay, I'm back and I have my window in. I've gotten the spot that I want it to be. And I left the blue acetate on the other side for now, just so I don't get it real messy. But now what I want to do is go ahead and add a covering to the back here, so I can have a little decoration there, a little scenery. And let's see, this should be 3 1/4 by 3 1/2. Okay, it's 4 by 3 1/2. So that means I'm going to trim this down to 3 1/4 by 3 3/4. Okay, now I'm going to glue it down. A little tip when you put your acetate in, make sure you tape just on the very edge there, because if you don't, you're going to have tape in the window, and you don't want tape in the window to show. Alright, so far, if I want to put an image in later, I can do it. You know, it would be difficult, but if you want to put one in for sure, now would be the time to put an image in there. I've got this apple image here I could cut out and put that on. I've got to be the messiest crafter in the whole wide world. Okay, I'll be fast forward this part. So now I have this image and I can put in there a little, oh yeah, that's going to look cute in there. And I need to make sure that I'm going to put it in the right spot. So let me get some tape down on it. Actually, I'm going to use glue somewhere. Oh, there it is. It's where it's supposed to be. I'm using this Aleene's Tacky Glue in a stick form. And it's really a good glue, I've discovered. Now I am going to use this glue on this piece here, these pieces here. These will go inward and this will attach to it. So I almost forgot, I got to take out my little blue window there. So give me a minute and I'll be back. Okay, now I have these folded, these flats folded and attached to the back of the box. I have my paper in and my little apple inside. Everything's taped here, but now my thing I've got to do is to put the front toward the back. So I am going to do that, and this time I am going to use my ATG, I hope. And the flaps go from the front to the back. See how it goes? This flap here, this flap here. I guess I better get in view. This flap here goes toward the back. Your front flap goes toward the back. Make sure it's even. That's why when I use ATG glue tape or anything like that, I don't press it down real hard until I know it's there. So there it is. Now I'm going to make sure everything's down. And I have my little box. And I'm debating whether or not I want to go ahead and stain it with or distress it. And you know what? I think I will. So I'm going to distress it, and then I'm going to go ahead and decorate. I don't want to do too much decoration because I don't want to take away from the papers. So I will be right back with the finished projects. Okay, here are my projects all finished. I have 2 gift boxes. They conveniently can be done for Mother's Day. That's soon coming up. Also, I made a little card with it, my 2 little boxes. And this little cutie on the inside, I just love her. I just shrunk the paper, made it smaller, and I did fussy cut on her. And I did a border frame and just did some simple decorating because I didn't want to overpower the papers because I love the papers. And I also cut out this little apple that's on that same page. And so that's what I did with them. Just simple decorating. Put a border frame around the window, and there we go. And then I did this little card and used those window scraps for background decoration and cut out a border, and then just shrunk some paper and made a card. and colored her with Spectrum Noir. Isn't she? She's so adorable. But anyway, I wanted to share with you that, and I'll post photos at the end. And please like and subscribe. And I'll see you over at my blog and at Crafters Castle Challenge blog, if I can say it out. My tongue got twisted. Anyway, over there at at her challenge, make sure you check it out. All the links will be below. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.